not Mofax. Is it Mofax? No.
Mad Facts.
Huh?
Mad Facts.
No, not Mad Facts. Mofax, I think. Right? Because Mad Facts is the wobble. And then I got Kit Kat. I got Choppa. I got all these motherfuckers saying the same thing. If someone says something racist to you first, then you're allowed to go full hard R on them. No,
I
votes
don't
back.
know about that, bro. You don't have to do all that.
Hey, bro, do you make the rules?
Hey, Eddie, don't
Do
listen
you
to
make the rules, or does Kit Kat and the syndicate make the rules?
Wait a
I'll
minute,
say
hold
something.
on. I had a conversation about the situation with one of the people that
Who makes the rules? Them or
Mateo
you?
mentioned, and they told me the exact same thing. So I believe him when he says that.
Yeah, they say these things. It's not that we believe it, but we're talking about how
We
it
don't make the rules. We're just a bunch of Mexicans and indigenous people. We don't make the rules. The syndicate and their buddies over there, they make the rules. So we got to follow them, bro.
Wait, hey, Mikey, was they still live when you left? Because I think I'm gonna go back.
Someone's in the galaxy.
I'm just gonna be a messenger. And
that's what you would normally do. So I don't expect nothing less.
I will let them know that y'all
they're all
live right now.
black and da 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 da. And
Don't be adding fuel to the fire.
No, I'm gonna get some people.
Look at what he said when I walked in. When I straight up in here, what was he saying?
Take a snapshot.
He goes, "Oh, Mikey said all blacks don't have dads." That's exactly what he said, right? That ain't nothing what I said.
Calm down, bro.
Listen.
I thought you said you wanted to make peace, bro.
No. I'm gonna have them come over here so y'all can tell them what y'all are telling me.
Who?
No,
Yeah, tell who?
I'm good.
Yeah, don't be scared. It's all right.
Tell who?
I think I
You
should
know
do
I
that.
haven't been saying shit.
Tell him what?
Yeah.
What are we telling you? I don't.
You're right. It's only been Mateo. It hasn't been
No,
Mano.
go ahead and
It
tell them
hasn't
to
been
come over
Manny.
here.
It's only been Mateo and Mike.
Yeah, right.
But
Yeah,
you
that's
know,
exactly.
but
And
you
I'm
know
the best.
that he wants
Maybe
to
Maui,
do
the
that,
European.
Hey,
But that's about it.
European,
and I'm the
bro.
best one. They'll definitely come here for me. So go get them and tell them to come here. And
They're scared to come over here.
Hey, check this out. Mark my words. Mark my words. Hey guys, listen. I want to prove something here. Go get them, right? Tell them to come back here and tell them that I said something racist, right? Whatever you want to say, whatever you want to say that I said just now that was racist, go ahead. Go wild.
Hey, Blackwater was in the top.
I guarantee you they'll come here and they'll call us slurs. Watch.
They won't come here. They're scared to come
Blackwater
here.
is the only
They
honorable
won't come in here. I know they won't come in here.
The syndicate
We're
is
already
very
annihilating
they're terrified to
one of them.
come
I mean,
here.
they're not gonna bring another one.
He's not even one of them. They don't even like him.
No, they don't. Hey, this just happened. Like remember when we were talking with Carlos, and then that fool Woken popped up.
Yeah.
So the very next day, the very next fucking morning was when that fucking J-Cat was in there live telling them he's like 90% black, and he tried to pass off someone else's DNA test as his own, and they called him on it. And then I jumped up there and I'm like, bro, just yesterday you were going hard telling us you're 88. I said 80% native, right? And he was like, oh, I said that jokingly, and I was just teasing you guys and taunting you guys. And I'm like, bro, you were standing on business like when you said it. And he was like, well, you really want to get technical? I said 88%, right? Bro, that fool is going in there and he's telling them that we're all like anti-black and all this shit just to fucking like be divisive, and that's fucked up on his part.
Well, I gotta start some new research. I gotta get my laptop out and figure out how European I am real quick. I got a lot of research to search on.
Yeah, you're gonna need those exact numbers, bro.
I gotta go get those DNA results.
Fuck, I gotta study my whole European
You
culture
could just do like Woken and show your grandparents and your
Show a picture of Woken. Hold
I
on.
should probably show my mom's
It's on my profile. Go look.
Show a picture of Woken because he's the last
I
guy
can't
should
on
call
this
anybody a fucking European. Please, somebody put a picture of him.
Hey, let me tell you, that was like.
I ain't never seen a European with my hair. I'm just gonna make that real clear, real fast.
Exactly, bro. Exactly.
Oh no, he got curly.
Where'd he go?
He went to go tell them we're all anti-black.
Let them. They won't come here, bro. I'm telling you.
And you know, wild, bro. And you know what?
Dude,
you know
me and Mateo, we shut down like one or two of them yesterday together.
Hey, after I shared a story about like my grandmother going to residential school, another dude came up and he sang a song. He's Lakota. I don't remember who, but he sang a song, right? And then in the chat, they're all freaking like mocking him, like it was fucking wild, bro.
Oh, I know, I've seen it. Me and Mateo literally shut some down yesterday. I remember.
And that fool Carlos did nothing, right? So it's just me up there fucking on piano with some little. What the fuck do you expect?
You know something interesting about that fool Carlos? You know how Ray's coming out with this whole like anti-Semitic Hebrew Israelite shit, trying to say that there's, Sephardic people here before 1492, anti-Semitism. Now, you know what I'm saying? I'm not a fan of Israel. I'm pro-Palestine from the river to the sea, you know what I'm saying? But fucking nevertheless, I don't think that makes it okay to be an anti-Semite, because not every Jewish person is associated with the state of Israel, right? So, but that guy Carlos, he was attacking Behike, right? And we all know I don't like Behike. She don't like me. I got recordings of her being weird and fucking harassing me and shit. Like, we're not friends, but
no, I'm not legit 5150.
She is crazy, yeah. But I don't condone attacking her on the basis of her being allegedly Jewish, which she's not. She's not Jewish. And but that fool Carlos started calling her a Jew and saying that she's a fucking a something Jewish, a Jewish lady, a Russian Jewish lady pretending to be a Dominican. And I'm like, dude, why you? First of all, one, she's not Jewish. It's weird that you call her Jewish when she's not. And what is her being a Jew, even if she was part Jewish, how is that a point of attack? Why are you attacking her on the basis of her being like supposedly ethnically Jewish, right? That's anti-Semitism, right? There's a lot of that shit in that little crew over there. And they try to mask it off as, oh, I'm not anti-Semitic, I'm just anti-Zionist. Like, what the fuck you mean? Like, you're just attacking a random Jewish person. That's not being anti-Zionist. That's being anti-Semitic. So keep an eye out for that shit. They all slip up and let that shit peek through.
Oh goodness, what a drag. So he's on that panel over there now, or what?
I don't know. They wouldn't let him up when I was in there. He's a joke.
Lorena, you need to go to sleep, young lady.
No, it's okay.
I can hear
it.
Wait,
it's a holiday, no?
It's a holiday,
no,
yep.
It's that.
Hey, they were going wild.
That red cup special.
Look at this guy, Sicario. No, you just need to live life more, homie. What life have you lived, bro? Join the panel. Tell us about your life, your fucking war stories.
Let me hear.
Tell us about the long, illustrious life that you've lived.
Let's hear about your life.
Your life.
Your life. Your life.
We always say we're gonna go to bed, and none of us ever do. I literally just said this in the last stream.
You guys do know we have Red Road here, right? Like,
that's what I'm talking about. I was
nobody said
right there. I'm like, we were supposed to go to sleep.
Don't you have work?
We got the Emma in here. You know what I mean?
The Emma and the what?
Do we have the triple? Do we have the 3 M's?
Yeah.
With the quattro
literally
M.
making something to eat real quick, like a
He
snack.
says earlier he said
I'm European.
He said we need our lives so he can get big.
No, I'm more European.
He goes, so I could get big. Everybody goes,
look at this low life talking about people's kids. Does anybody know who this Sicario person is?
I don't, but they were
is that like that's probably Ray or something, right? Is that you, Ray?
They were
trying to talk about Ray's kids.
How old are you?
I've seen them in all the streams.
I don't have any children.
That's hella that's disgusting. That's like that's wild.
Sorry.
That's wild.
Sorry. I didn't hear that.
He said, Mikey's just like, because they were like, how old are your children? He's all, that's disgusting.
Why are you asking how old everyone is?
That's a little bit weird. I'm sure why you're asking how old people's children are, bro.
Well, yeah, do you have a certain age range that you're looking for, or what?
Wow. I don't know. We don't want to get
for educational purposes.
Research purposes, I'm sure.
That's funny.
Yeah, you're making yourself look real good right now.
You're my child. That's funny.
Wild.
Fucking low lives. Yeah, I mean that fucking chick that chick Ray was talking shit about my kids in the Syndicate's live, and that fool Carlos tries to jump up and be like, hey man, that's fucked up talking about her kids. Like, this bitch has been talking about my kids for 6 fucking months, and what I said because she fucking abandoned her child and doesn't raise them. That fucking after she's already brought up my kids, I'm the bad guy for saying that. It's like, hey, I'm not saying that your kid's a piece of shit because he's not fucking full-blooded native like she tries to say my kids are. Like, tries to call my kids like little colonizer babies and shit. I didn't say anything about her child's race.
So mad,
but now that you mention race, right? Well, now that I mention race, fucking her son, from what I understand, is part black. He's Afro-Indigenous, right? So why is it that this woman can sit there and use AAVE, like, appropriate black culture, fucking pretend to be black on the internet and fucking have a child with a black man, but she can't stick around to raise that black child. Like, you can create them, but then I guess that's where the fetish runs out, when it actually is time to take responsibility and be a parent, huh?
Like the live.
That's how you know it's a fetish, bro. That's how you know it's a fetish.
No, it's just weird.
Like
It's just wild because, you know, they used to sell native babies and man, look at the mask. Like, come on now, it's just weird. Fucking weird. I hate that shit.
What up, Emiliano?
Last time I saw you were throwing down with somebody, bro.
Who, Emiliano?
Yeah.
That's the brother right there. That's the bro right there. What's up, bro?
The conversation you're having about what brother's talking about, brother, about 12, 13 years ago, I moved to an upper scale place in California. And it is sad to see the grandparents of these biracial babies that the white daughters just left them with their grandparents. And it's not just a couple, man. I when I came here, I seen a lot of it. But you see these white, older people with biracial brown kids from their white daughters who had kids with black men and brown men. And just like brother said, man, they abandoned them because they need to go.
What you see more often, though, is not a white grandparents with a black grandchild that they're raising. What you more often will see is black grandparents with a half white child that gets abandoned with them. They're the ones who get left with the kid more.
I see.
So she can move into the community, fetishize black men, get pregnant by them, but then when it's time to be a mother, now she just abandons them with the grandparents. Because, like I said, that's where the fetish runs out. That's where it's no longer, her little racial fetish where she gets to be a black girl and be part of the black community. But then when it's time to like raise a black man in this society where they're being unalived at disproportionate rates, she's not there. She can't do that for her. You know what I'm saying? That's how you know it's a fetish, bro. That's how you know she's not an ally.
Hey guys, I wanted to come up here and let you know that we got a green light on that movie. So we'll be doing casting in about
Nice.
Yeah.
So can I audition for the role of Modern Warrior?
Can I be a freaking wizard or a hippie or something? That'd be
check
cool.
this out, brother. I know we're doing a psychological thriller called Children of 1941, right? It's based on a true story. But after that, the second movie that we're going to be doing is calling American Native. That's where we need all you guys to show up. And it's going to be about an uprising of the Apache Nation on the Apache Reservation right here.
What are you guys talking about? I missed it.
The film.
Cool.
He's got the green light on the film.
Who's making the
Hey,
film?
brother. Real quick, I just want to say this, Mono, the host. Hey, I'll bullshit to the side, bro. I can act. Like, I'm serious, bro. Like, if I put me in a camera, I'm fucking gold. I'm gold.
I can sing, bro. I can sing. Real talk.
Yeah, me too. I could sing too. I could sing. I could act.
I can act.
Hey, no.
If I couldn't act, I would have told you.
I
want to ask Don Danny
if you want me
something.
to
Then we
sing,
just
I just need a wind fan and a microphone.
Hey, Don Danny, can you expand on what you're saying in the comments? I'm not sure if I understand you.
Which one, the Marines one or the interracial one?
I've heard about
interracial
the
relationship
Marine
one
thing you're talking about.
So,
I've heard about it.
Manny can act too. Manny's an actor too.
There's this guy named Brother Legend, right? Talking about this topic about the
can't stand that piece of shit.
relationship, whether it's actually a what do you call it? How does he phrase it?
If it's ethical or not.
If it's a valid thing that they should accept because of those topics that you guys were talking about right now. Because of the fact that, most of the time it's just fetishizing, and then when it comes down to the point to actually being serious about the relationship, there's always rocky problems with them, and usually the white tee is the one that walks away. And they talk about it right now. They're talking about that as well, bro.
I mean, that's a valid criticism.
That goes, that goes for everyone. That goes for.
Hey, you know what else I heard? That's not
Indigenous,
true.
African. We all deal with that.
Well,
from
not
the
that
white side.
I would say it's not true. Is that people are taught not to date like outside of native like culture. I've never heard that to be true at all.
No,
I mean, the way that I've experienced that, encountered that in my family is not so much that they say don't date somebody that's darker, but they'll say shit like, "Oh, you two would make pretty babies because she has those colored eyes," You
Yeah,
hear shit
my
like
family
that, low
says
key.
shit like that.
And you probably didn't hear about that because you got them colored eyes, bro. But they were
Well,
saying, your tios were saying
in
that
my
about you
family,
before you were
they
born.
just say like, "Oh, don't like stay away from white girls." That's it. To be honest, or white girls.
Hey, my family says the same shit, but then I married a white woman. They all love the fuck out of her.
I mean, I think
I don't know. It's one of those. I mean, you kind of can. It just depends on you as a person, I guess. You can kind of go either way with it. I mean, what do you?
I don't know, but to say that like it's a systemic problem, I've never like experienced that.
No, it's not systemic. It's cultural in a way, but it's not systemic. But you know, that guy, Brother Legend, he writes these backgrounds that say it's unethical for white people to date black people, right? And you know, that could be extrapolated to basically anybody who's not white dating a white person, right? Or having children with them. Now, I think it's true that when you date outside, when you're a minority and you date into the white community, that you are taking an elevated risk than you would otherwise. Elevated risk of that person just fetishizing you, of that person ultimately abandoning your mixed race children, also like abusing them and being racist towards their own children. It happens, you know, but it's not something that's guaranteed, written in stone to happen. Like it's ignorant to suggest that's the inevitable outcome of any interracial pairing. It's not true.
I wonder what the percentages of it are, though. Like, I've always wondered. That's something I've always wondered about, too. I'm not going to lie.
I'm sure it's significant. I'm not going to act like it's a negligible amount. In my opinion, it's probably, you know, a large minority of cases.
Yeah.
Emiliano,
You know.
what were you gonna say, bro? I think Emiliano. Yeah.
The sad thing about it is that these kids, at some point in their life, they have to make a decision what they're going to be. Self-identification is very important to kids at a young age, 10, 11, 12, 13. So these white kids, when they learn the history of who we are, who they are, and then what the white culture is, they tend to pick the white culture because those are the colonizers, right? And they would rather say that, hey, I colonized instead of I was colonized. So there's a dynamic there that is psychological that we don't take into consideration with these kids that are born of white and black and white and brown kids, is they have a decision to make at some point. And sometimes that decision is mind breaking and it fucks them up. You know what I'm saying? I got to thank God that my children, married Chicano. We are 100%. And we could have the conversation that all blood is diluted. I don't buy into that. Because when the Spaniards came, I don't think we all stood there and said, hey, you know, beat me over the head. We ran. And where do we go? Well, that's the conversation that we have to have. One of the things that I want to have a good conversation with my Native American brothers, because you know how white people claim that we came across the Bering Strait and we're Inuit, descendants of the Inuit or the Eskimo. I don't buy that. I think we are original to this land. Native Americans, Mexica, Aslan, all that stuff. We are indigenous to this country, and we have to have a conversation so that we can learn what to say.